Hi everybody, this is DrkBLADExx, the Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. What's good? Welcome to Dire Ire version 2. Yeah, the reason I'm putting this video out is because there's many ways of doing Dire Ire, but I wanted to get this video off my console. I was going to delete it at first, but then I thought, well, I only have the tank way of doing this feat. And as we all know, not everyone runs with support roles when they do alerts. So, just for those who don't want to use a support role, even though I fully support support roles, I mean, I'm a tank after all, I'm going to show you guys how to do it without one. It's actually pretty easy. I know the other video I did was with a tank. It was a lot of details. It was mostly all the tank's responsibility to do stuff, but it's actually very easy to do it without one. Okay, like, for instance, look at the room right now. Think of the room as a map, north, south, east, and west. You need to have someone standing in those sides of the room. So someone stands all the way north, someone stands all the way south, someone stands all the way east, someone stands all the way west. And you never leave your area for anything. Whether you have to heal, whether you have to troll, whether you have to DPS, you never leave your area. Ever. No matter what. If for some reason you feel you're so far away you can't do any damage, then I guess you just don't do any damage. Yeah, it's that serious. Now, the reason you and your teammates will be at these corners of the room is because Jarrett has two attacks that he likes to do constantly, which involves red beams. Thick red beam is what pulls teammates together. The thin red beam is what gives you the actual wrath energy, which you want to avoid getting. Now, there's no way to actually avoid getting wrath energy, but don't worry, the feat's not based on that. The feat is based on when any of your teammates, you included, get wrath energy and then infect another teammate with it by way of exploding around them.
Not in my corner. You better back off, cuz.
So by staying in the corners of this room, you can pretty much guarantee that as long as you're in the corner of the room, no one's going to be getting the energy because no one's next to you. Now, here's the tricky part. As I said earlier, Jarrett likes to use a thick beam of energy that pulls people together. So how do you stop that from happening? It's actually pretty simple. What you need to do now is just be on the lookout for when you see him use the thin red beam of energy. Now by thin, I mean it's pretty much a red beam of energy that's kind of see-through. Put it this way, the thick red beam of energy is completely solid red, you can't see it, while the thin red beam of energy is somewhat transparent. You can see through it. That's the difference. Now, the reason that you're going to hold block is this. Whenever you see the thin red beam of energy, everybody on your team, you included, doesn't matter who gets hit with the thin red beam, everybody now needs to hold the block button. And that's it. Hold the block button until the energy around the person who got hit with the beam dissipates. Now the reason you're doing that is this. This doesn't always happen, but this is loosely the pattern he goes into. He gives a random teammate, maybe yourself, the thin red beam, which then gives you the wrath energy. After that, he then uses the thick red beam to either pull the wrath energy teammate towards another teammate, or to pull a teammate towards the person with the wrath energy, loosely making the feat fail. By holding block, you cancel out being able to get pulled. That's right. He will not be able to pull you as long as you're holding block. Now keep in mind, you must hold block before that beam hits you. Loosely, as long as it's about a little bit of a second before you get hit with the pull, you can pretty much guarantee that you won't get pulled at all. So you need to be able to get to your block as fast as possible. If you got to jump cancel to stop your animations, do whatever you got to do. Some people spam another power just to stop their animations. You know, clipping. Do whatever you have to do to stop your animation so that you can get to your block. Because remember, the pattern is he does his thin red beam of energy, and then he goes directly to the thick red beam to pull people together. So remember, just block whenever you see the thin red beam, and stay in your corner of the room, north, south, east, and west. Pick one, stay there. No one should be in the same corner as somebody else. There's 4 corners, 4 teammates, everyone to a corner, and stay there the whole entire time. The only time you should not be in that corner is when you have to go pick somebody up.
You turned up y'all turn
If you can do that, as you see, you'll get the feat. Pretty simple. You just need to know what to do.
Y'all saying about earlier?
Thanks for watching this video, guys. I guess I'll put out some more videos and clear out my console. Thanks for watching. This is DrkBLADExx of Dark Enforcers, aka Black Hawk Division Leader for DCUO. Dark Enforcers, Darkness Rises. Like I said, I got a lot more videos to come. A lot more. I have about 200 gigabytes left now. I got rid of the almost 60 gigs. So I'm doing a little bit better. See you later. I want to give a shout out to Mom. I want to give a shout out to...
I don't know.
That's funny. I'm not gonna know about that. I want to give a shout out to Mom, shout out to Mender, shout out to Jack.
Fuck Jack, man.